Our mission has stayed the same. We focus on agriculture, education, entertainment. We want to give back to the community every single year. And we're able to do that because of the support of the community. And I think people often lose sight of the event and why it's here to begin with, right? We want to come, forget about things that are happening in our lives and have a good time with our kids.
Right.
But really, every single visit by every single person in this community is contributing to our Ed Fund. And the fact that we are supporting higher education for thousands of students in our area, whether they're vocational students who want to go into trade or whether they're just newly graduated students out of high school going into college. So it's truly an amazing mission that we have.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Spotlight Houston, where we bring you the best people, places, and events in Greater Houston. The Livestock Show and Rodeo is back for its 93rd year. This event brings world-class rodeo competitions, an exciting concert lineup, and attraction for all ages. But the rodeo is more than just bull riding and deep-fried fair food. It plays a major role in supporting education, local businesses, and the Houston economy. Through scholarships, community programs, and volunteer opportunities, the rodeo makes a lasting impact. Our guest today is Danielle Grossman, Director of Strategic Communication for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. She'll give us an inside look at what's new this year. She'll also share the best tips for navigating the massive event. From money-saving discounts to must-see attractions, this episode has everything you need to plan your perfect rodeo visit. This is episode number 127, with an original air date of Monday, March 3rd, 2025. Spotlight Houston is brought to you by Story Zone Media. And now, here's your host, Blanca Quezada.
Hey guys, welcome back. Did you know that it's time to dust off that cowboy hat and those cowboy boots and whatever other Western wear or gear that you have? It is, because the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is back in town. This year, it's going to be bigger and better than ever, believe it or not. So you've got to get ready to spend a whole day at the event. And better yet, why not plan going a couple of times while it's there? Because it's going to be there until March 23rd. And so there's a lot of things you can do, a lot of things you can see. And yes, plenty of amazing food to eat. Can't wait for that because I love barbecue. Anyway, I could tell you more, but instead, I've invited my friend Danielle Grossman, Director of Communications for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, to give us all the scoop because it's a lot. So welcome, Danielle. Great to see you and have you on the show.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I had to because you know everything about what we need to know about the rodeo.
Oh, yeah. It's great. It's a great event and it's a great organization in this community. And we're excited to come back another year stronger.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. First, before we get started with all the events and everything else that you've got going, I know that it's a 93rd anniversary. And I couldn't believe it when I found out that it's been going on for so many years. Would you give us a little bit of its history and like how and why it got started?
Yeah, of course. This organization dates back to the 1930s. It has been around for such a long time. And it was originally established as the Houston Fat Stock Show and Livestock Exposition. And the purpose was to increase awareness of the Texas Gulf Coast livestock industry with local, state, and national audiences. And there were paying spectators, but only a few of them showed up. And the main goal was to educate them about the livestock production potential in the area. So it was an opportunity to educate people about animals and livestock and ag. And that's why it originated and still a huge part of our event in our organization today. And it moved from Sam Houston Hall, which is now the Hobby Center, and now we're in NRG Park. So we've had a lot of homes, but we have been the longest standing tenant here at NRG Park, and we're very proud of it.
Yeah, and like you said, it's moved around, but the basics are there.
Yeah, that's right. The basics are here. Our mission has stayed the same. We focus on agriculture, education, entertainment. We want to give back to the community every single year. And we're able to do that because of the support of the community. And I think people often lose sight of the event and why it's here to begin with, right? We want to come, forget about things that are happening in our lives and have a good time with our kids.
Right.
But really, every single visit by every single person in this community is contributing to our Ed Fund. And the fact that we are supporting higher education for thousands of students in our area, whether they're vocational students who want to go into trade or whether they're just newly graduated students out of high school going into college. So it's truly an amazing mission that we have.
Yeah, we forget that's the mission of the rodeo and the purpose of it, to help the community, especially the kids, with scholarships and other ways that the rodeo helps the community.
Yeah, we do so much for the community. And also, people are unaware, but we do also provide grants to a lot of other nonprofit organizations in the community. So overall, we make a really big impact in a lot of people's lives every single year.
Yeah. And that's why it keeps evolving and getting bigger and better every year.
We only have so much room to grow. There's not much more room over here, but we are trying our best to do a little bit more every single year and make it a little more exciting for guests, especially those who have been coming year after year their whole lives.
Yeah. And of course, like when I said earlier, the basics are still there. You still have the bull riders, the bareback riders, cowboys out there, professional cowboys, the clowns. And why is that so important for them to be at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo?
Well, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is the largest in the world, and we are the largest and richest regular season rodeo in the country. And so for a lot of these athletes that are actually participating in rodeo, this is like their Super Bowl, aside from the finals in Vegas. So for them to come here is a great opportunity. We also just this year increased our purse. So the amount of money that they're able to win at each event has been increased, and now it's up to $2.5 million. So the athletes coming to participate have a chance to win significant life-changing money. And so they get really excited to come. But also the rodeo just signifies our Western heritage, and it just reminds people of like the history of our country, and it's really true America. And so it's a lot of fun for families, for kids. It's fast-paced and it's really entertaining.
Yeah. Do they come from all over the world?
They do. We have Australian participants.
Oh, wow.
Yes, we have athletes that come from all over. It's pretty remarkable.
Yeah. I'm sure they can't wait to get here. And so we're going to get to see the best of the best, right? It's
That's
like
right.
the Super Bowl.
We get any better than our event. That's right.
Yeah. And I always love to see those athletes. Like you said, they train all the time and they're amazing at what they do. Should we plan our visit before we go so that we can have an idea what's going on and just to have that awesome experience? Because honestly, I know that a couple of times when I've gone, I've just become somewhat overwhelmed with everything. It's like, okay, which direction do I want to go? What do I want to do?
I know. You really should plan your visit. And we've made it easier than ever. So if you go to our app, like I encourage everyone to download our app on their phone, you can actually plan your visit and check mark the things that you want to do, and you'll have your own itinerary. So you know exactly where to go when and what is the most important. But planning out your visit is so important because honestly, it takes like multiple visits to see everything. There's just so much going on. But especially if you have like little ones or if you're coming with other people, knowing where you're going to go is really important. And also remembering what time the rodeo starts so you don't miss that. And also if you're coming to a concert, taking into consideration all the other fun stuff on the grounds.
Yeah, that's why I said we need to go a couple of times, not just once.
That's right. That's right.
Not just once. So what's actually new this year? What is it that we really shouldn't miss? And what kind of experience is it?
So our ag venture area, which is our livestock area and ag area in the center, is kind of comprised of a brand new exhibit about our bees. So that's a very cool thing for families. Learn about bees. You can talk to beekeepers, get facts. We also have this cool thing called a virtual chuck wagon. Essentially, it's like a video game. You can pretend like you're on a chuck wagon in the center. It's like a very cool opportunity for anyone.
That sounds like fun.
That is a lot of fun. A virtual reality welding experience. We have that. And then we also have a new art installation by the Mutton Bustin' in the Carnival. So that's also something I encourage people to see. When it comes to food, we have tons of new food. So we have about 5 or 6 new food vendors. In the Carnival, you can get your with hot honey, a hot honey turkey leg, hot honey tater tots, anything hot honey. That's something that's really exciting.
I can't wait for that.
I love hot honey. Yes, it's going to be so good. And then a lot of our vendors also have their own new items of food. So you're going to have to go visit them all. And then in addition to that, our opening day is going to have so much going on and a lot of new things. So let's go down the rundown, right?
Yeah, give it to us.
Okay, so opening day presented by Shell Federal Credit Union is March 4th. That's Tuesday. And that's tomorrow, right? And then so it starts at 10 a.m. The first 10,000 guests are going to get a belt buckle. And then hidden in those belt buckles will be season grounds passes for 40 people.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's like finding the golden ticket into in a chocolate bar. Hopefully you get those ground season tickets. And then Choo Choo Souls performing on the Junction stage presented by Woodside Energy. That's from 10:30 to 11:30. And they used to be on Disney Channel. So they're a really cool children's act, a lot of fun music. And then we have our opening day parade. That's going to be on the grounds at noon. And then around 1:00, there's a tribute to Taylor Swift. So an impersonator is going to sing some Taylor Swift songs and have some rodeo-inspired friendship bracelets, which is so
I'm sure
fun.
a lot of fans are going to be there.
Yes, that sounds like fun. And then after Taylor Swift, we're also going to have a meet and greet featuring our legendary barrelman, Leon Coffey. And then you can also get face painting like Leon and also get a custom-made balloon hat by a balloon artist. So there's a lot going on opening day. It's going to be awesome.
And of course, the shops there.
Yes, go shopping. And then we're going to kick off the night with a glow party in the Wine Garden if you're not going to the concert. And of course, the concert, the Queen of Country, Reba McEntire, is performing on opening day.
Yay. You had mentioned going and seeing some of the animals that are there. And I've been hearing that a lot of people are getting interested in buying chickens now. So can they learn about chickens when they go there?
They most certainly can. Yes, chickens. I know the cost of eggs is very high right now. But yes, we have a whole exhibit about chickens hatching and learning about them. And you can talk to people who raise them as well and get a lot of education and insight. So it's definitely a cool exhibit, especially for young people, because we got to remind them that your eggs don't just show up at Kroger or H-E-B. You got to pay attention. They come from somewhere. So it's a very cool educational opportunity for everyone.
Yeah, that's what I like about the rodeo too, that it's fun, but it's also educational.
Yeah, we really try to focus on that because especially this day and age, I think a lot of people can lose touch with that. And it's important to remind them about where your food comes from and how much work goes into raising these animals and why they're such an important part of our ecosystem. And so they can learn about that. They can visit the birthing center. You can watch a calf or a baby piglet being born in front of your eyes. It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that would be an experience, definitely.
I have seen it.
Yes, definitely. So I know that you have daily activities planned. So can we, or can you tell us a little bit about them? Because I know that you're going to have drones out there and fireworks. Is that going to be daily or specific days or certain food vendors and just different things happening?
Totally. So we have our drones coming back, our drone show. It's going to be every single weekend, Saturday and Sunday. You can check it around 8:00 at night. Just look up over NRG Arena. That's going to be awesome. We also encourage people who are coming with a group or families to come on Wednesdays. So our Wednesdays are our discounted days. So the middle Wednesday is community day where everyone in the community gets in free before noon, which is incredible. And then our other Wednesday is the first and third Wednesday. There's going to be discounts in a lot of our food vendors. So there's going to be an example is a deep fried regular Twinkie at Fried What is $5.
Oh.
Yes, you can get a meal for under $15. There's a variety of different discounts for families on Wednesdays. And also there's also free admission for certain people before noon on the first and third Wednesday as well. So we call those Value Wednesdays, and all that information is at rodeohouston.com if anyone needs to look that up. But it's going to be an awesome time to save some money. You know, it can get expensive, but
definitely.
Yeah, so it's a really great opportunity if you have a large family to come and get some of those discounts.
Yeah. And of course, there's the Junction for kids.
Yes, the Junction in the Carnival is all of our fun kids rides. And we also have Fun on the Farm, which is an interactive exhibit. So you can go into a mock farm and see where the fruits and vegetables are grown, and you can pick them and put them in a basket. And then you can take them into the kitchen and see the eggs and where the eggs come from. And it's really fun for kids. They go and experience this immersive exhibit like they are on a farm.
Yeah, I bet the kids just love that.
Oh, yeah. It's a really fun part for the kids. There's a lot of kids rides out there. We have a petting zoo in two parts of the ground. So there's a petting zoo inside the center, and there's also a petting zoo outside. So it should be really fun for kids to interact up close with like goats and llamas and alpacas and all these different types of animals that you don't usually see.
See, that's why I had to have you on the show, because you're telling us so much about what's going on. It's
a lot really fun. You have to go do your research because you could spend a week out here.
Yeah. And you mentioned the carnival. Even the carnival has new rides. I've heard that they have a new roller coaster out there now.
That's right. So we have 5 new rides this year, which is incredible. The roller coaster is the Dragon Family Coaster. So it's like a family roller coaster, which is really fun.
Oh, nice.
We also have a new ride called Overdrive. It spins and it has lights and music, and it's a family ride as well. And then there's a new Enchanted Castle. So that's really fun. There's trick mirrors, and you can walk through this like enchanted house. And then we have another ride called the Hip Hop Ride, which is it's kind of jerky and it welcomes 6 people at one time. That should be fun. And then the Heidi roller coaster, that's the bigger roller coaster. So there's 10 cars and they spin out on a hyper boost speed spinning coaster about 42 feet high. And then also it's fun for those people who like the adrenaline rush. I'm not particularly a fan of roller coasters, but it would be fun for some people.
Yeah. So if you're into roller coasters, this is a place to be.
That's right.
Yeah. And of course, you've got your entertainment coming up. You have a great lineup.
We do.
And you also have entertainers throughout the area.
Yeah. So like I encourage people, if they haven't had the opportunity to buy a ticket to a show, to consider it on a day where we have a lot of tickets available, because a grounds ticket is only a few dollars less than a ticket into the stadium. And with that ticket into the stadium, you can get access to the grounds, plus you could go watch the rodeo. So I encourage people to go look and see what's available for that. But if you can't make it into the stadium for the big concerts, we have multiple different opportunities to see live music. So in our wine garden, we have a stage with live music in there. We also have live music on our junction stage, which is in the carnival, presented by Woodside Energy. And then we also have music in the hideout, which is in the evenings. And it's a big tent all the way in the back of the carnival. There's music, live music there frequently as well.
Is there an opportunity to dance?
You can dance all night long, Blanca. You can do whatever you like.
All right. So what's the lineup, the entertainment lineup at the arena?
We have everything everyone could ask for. We have a lot of really big acts like Reba McEntire, Post Malone. We have some amazing country acts coming back that are more popular or have been around, like Old Dominion. We have Luke Bryan. We have Cody Jinks. We have Brad Paisley. But we also have new up-and-coming country artists, which is something that we are very proud of because we often get these artists before they make it big, right? And so we're excited to have Bailey Zimmerman out here. Warren Siders is coming. They're all up-and-coming artists. Charlie Crockett is also a really popular one. And Zach Top, who sold out his concert really fast, is going to be a really good show. And we also have a few females. We have we have our Christian artists coming, and we have, Reba McEntire. So yes, we have a lot of diversity. We also have on our Black Heritage Night, Bun B's birthday bonanza, and he's bringing a variety of R&B and rap artists with him. So
he's really good. Yeah, he's really good.
And we can't forget Corinne Leon, and also Grupo Frontera's coming. And so fan favorites for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, before we started recording, we were talking about the cultural difference that the rodeo has implemented also throughout the year.
Yeah, it's important for us to try and mimic the community that we live in, right? And so our community is 50% Hispanic. And so we want to really recognize that and make sure that people feel like they're seen. And so we do have 2 Hispanic artists this year, which we're really proud of, and people love it. They're already sold out, I think. So we know that they're going to have big crowds. And then also the other artists that are coming back. It's hard because of scheduling with some of these artists. So of course there'll be more that we like, but sometimes it doesn't work out with scheduling. So we'll just try again for them next year.
Yeah. But even out in the grounds, you can see it.
Oh, 100%. Definitely.
Yeah. So where can we get tickets?
So I encourage people to go to rodeohouston.com to buy their tickets. A lot of people, unfortunately, are buying tickets on the third-party websites, and we can't verify those tickets bought on those third-party websites. Although most of them are probably okay, we can't verify them. So if there is an issue, you might not be able to get your money back, or if something happens, you might not be able to get in the concert. So please go to rodeohouston.com or download our app. Our ticket provider, our official ticket provider is Access, AXS.com. And that is the ticket provider who is providing tickets for our guests. And so we want people to purchase their tickets through Access to ensure they are legit. We have a lot of tickets still available, so we want people to still buy them. They start as low as $26, $27, which is very affordable, but they can go up to a little bit more than that if they're on resale.
Yeah, I know last year a lot of people were complaining and having issues because they were getting tickets that were counterfeit.
Yeah, you really have to triple check where you're getting your tickets because there are scam artists out there and they want to take advantage. So especially for those individuals who are not as technologically advanced as others, double checking the links, verifying that it is where you're getting it, maybe have someone double check for you, those types of things.
Are you going to be offering any family discounts, deals out there?
Yeah, so our Family Wednesdays, that's when we encourage people to utilize those discounts. Kids under a certain age and adults over the age of 60 are free on those Wednesdays before noon. And then that middle Wednesday, it's free to everyone in the community before noon. And then the discounts on those days are on a variety of food items in the junction and also at our vendors.
Yeah. Danielle, safety nowadays is always on the back of our minds and always a concern, especially at large events like this. When we attend the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, can we be assured that we'll be safe?
Of course. Safety is our number one priority at our event. And we are very proud to say that we are very, in fact, safe for the community, for families, for people, for guests coming. It's something that we pride ourselves in. We work with local, state, and federal law enforcement to make sure that we are securing the grounds, that we know who's coming in, who's leaving, what they're bringing with them. We have over 600 people on grounds to make sure that people are safe and they feel safe. We don't allow guns on the grounds at all. We also have a very strict policy when it comes to what else you cannot bring, and that full list is at rodeohouston.com. And so we also encourage people to pay attention to the surroundings. If you see something, say something. But overall, most people that are coming here want to have a good time. They don't want to stir up trouble, right? This is a family-friendly event that people look forward to every single year. We have accidents and things that happen, but we are prepared for those, and we are ready for anything that may come.
Yeah, and even children that get lost.
Yes, we have a really great system for children that get lost. We encourage families when they have little kids to get this wristband that we have. And then a piece of the wristband is taken off and given to our committee. So if the child is ever lost, there's a number on that matches the number they have, and they have the direct contact for the parent. So it helps with that significantly. We rarely have a parent lost from a child for a very long period of time.
And before I forget, is the public invited or allowed to go into the auctions when you're having auctions?
You know it. Yes. I think a lot of people are not aware that they can go watch our auctions, our livestock auctions, and they're awesome. I have to tell you, it is there, but it's a very cool experience because these kids work their butt off raising these animals. And this is a very pivotal moment for them. They're going to end up winning thousands of dollars that could be life-changing for them to help them with school or whatever they may need to help raise another animal. And so it's a really fun experience. And also to see the donors who are, advocating for them and donating so much money to help these kids. It's amazing.
Yeah, kids are amazing. I was seeing some of the artwork that they've done because you've had that artwork competition as well. And the young lady that won, she is amazing.
Oh, these kids, these students are absolutely incredible. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I am just always blown away every single year. They're amazing.
Yeah, they really are. So will you have some of their paintings out in an exhibit?
Of course. So if you come upstairs to NRG Center, we have a lot of the artwork, not the Grand Champion or the Reserve Grand Champion, but all of the other pieces of art displayed. And so you can check out all of the art from like 4th grade all the way up to 12th grade. But we also have the Grand Champion or Reserve Grand Champion displayed outside of our offices at NRG Center. So we encourage people to go check it out because it is awesome.
Fantastic. Can't wait to see them. Do you still need volunteers?
We're always looking for volunteers. Always. We do have a lot of volunteers, but there's always an opportunity for someone. We encourage them to look at our website to see what committees we have, because we have so many. We have 109 committees. And then we start taking on those volunteers in about the summertime. So if you want to volunteer for next year, just keep an eye out in the summer and the fall. That's when we're going to start talking with people about, we're inquiring about people volunteering for 2026.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun participating in a committee. I got to do that and just had a blast.
Yeah, because it's like a social club. You get to hang out with your friends, but you also get to give back. So it's great.
Yeah. And so, Danielle, if people want to know more about the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, what's the website? And maybe if you have a phone number that we can call?
So the website is the best place you can go, rodeohouston.com. I'm going to pull up our app for you so you can see it. Our app is so incredible. And if you open it up, can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So our app has everything you need. So it has this whole sections about barbecue and things that are happening. But you just scroll down and it'll give you maps. It'll give you directions. You can buy merchandise on here. And you have everything at your fingertips. You have a chance to buy tickets, have an interactive map. You can even see the lineup on here. So if you want to check out who's performing on what day, you can check it out here. So I encourage people to go to rodeohouston.com and download this app. It is going to give you everything you need to know for the rodeo. If you want to learn about the organization itself, just go to our website, rodeohouston.com. But we also have a lot of stories on here. So stories about how to plan your rodeo, what you need to know before you go to the rodeo, all kinds of really cool content.
Thank you for showing us that app, because it's going to be very helpful.
Of course. Yeah, it's great. Everyone can download it.
Yeah, especially if you've got kids that you have to watch and hold on to and make sure they're having fun as well.
Yeah, and you can lose track of time easily at the rodeo. There's just so much going on. So it'll help you stay on track to make sure you don't miss something, because certain things only happen at certain hours, right? And so you don't want to lose your chance to see whatever that may be. And then I also encourage people to go into NRG Arena and go check out the horse show and the horses.
Oh, I forgot about the horses.
Yeah, and there's also shopping vendors in there that people often forget about. So there's really cool stuff over there. It's just a little further away, and so people sometimes overlook it.
Yeah, and the horses are amazing, incredible. You have all kinds of breeds of horses there, and I couldn't believe it when I saw them. It's like, this is a horse.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah, but they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Anything else that you would like to add that we didn't get to talk about?
No, I think that for people who have never been to the rodeo, just come with an open mind and get excited, because it is a really fun opportunity. I want you also to try things maybe you've never tried before, and go to the rodeo itself in the stadium. Just get a ticket and go see it, because it's really cool, and maybe allocate more than one day. But overall, I tell everyone, just come excited, come hungry, and ready to learn.
Definitely hungry. Yeah. And of course, we have a lot of people that come in from all over the world just to be at the rodeo.
Yeah.
And so they need an app like that, and they need all the information they can get. They can have a good time.
Yeah, we have a lot. We have about representatives from over like 30 different countries come. So it's very well represented across the globe.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to go, and I'm sure that my listeners probably can't either, because every year it's so much fun. And like you mentioned as well, this year's you've added so much more to make it bigger.
Yeah.
And for sure, it's guaranteed that you're going to have a lot of fun and great experience there.
No doubt. We'll see you at the rodeo. It's going to be awesome this year.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Danielle, thank you so much for joining me and for giving us all the incredible details on this year's Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo and why we should attend. And it's going to be there from the March 4th to March 23rd, right?
Right. So we have a whole month of fun.
Yeah.
Opportunity.
Yeah. And if you can go every day, because I'm sure that there's a lot of stuff you miss if you just go one day.
That's right.
And of course, thank you all as well for joining me. Please send me your comments and any show ideas that you might have.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.